By the end of the 4 years of my term in office as president, Accra will be the cleanest city in Africa.
It was a promise that gave the country hope. To sanitation watchers, it was a right signal to residents to keep the environment clean. For many years, the city of Accra has been infamous for its filth. Streets, markets and drains are adorned with filth. The bad sanitation in the city is a major contributor to perennial flooding that cost the lives of many. To show greater commitment and reverse this worrying trend, President Addo launched a national sanitation campaign and laid out a plan to attain the promise to make Accra the cleanest city in Africa.
This comprehensive program will include the establishment of a National Sanitation Authority and the establishment of a dedicated sanitation fund to help make our nation clean. Successive Ghanaian governments have tried to reverse this trend and inculcate a habit of greater discipline in the care of our surroundings. It has not succeeded. My government intends to make a fresh start.
But along the line, the story changed.
The president actually meant it when he made the promise, and you could see the genuineness of it. But he lacked the backing of his ministers, who was speaking one thing when the president was speaking another thing. The ministry officially started shifting statements that, oh, the president didn't mean the first term. The president actually meant his tenure in office. And he also lacked the cooperation of his Minister of Finance to actually put in the budget that should go with the promise.
In 2019, Sanitation Minister Cecilia Dapa, realizing that the promise could not be achieved, extended the deadline to 2024.
Inshallah, the president will go for 2 terms, and at the end, Accra would have been, and we are on course. God is in control, and the battle is still the Lord's. And to tell you that His Excellency the President is so serious with this call to all of us to make Accra the cleanest city.
6 years down the line, the zeal to clean up Accra has waned. A council member of the Coalition of NGOs in Water and Sanitation, Patrick Apoya, is disappointed.
It was almost as if the launching of the National Sanitation Campaign was to announce the end of the desire or the willingness of the government to pursue the clean city agenda.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate government's performance in terms of the promise to make Accra the cleanest city in
Africa? I'll give 1. First and foremost, the preparatory agenda that should have put us on track to pursue it was never put in place. That's number 1. Government will tell you they establish marshals, they what, but it's all talk. There's nothing on the ground.
Filth is threatening to swallow residents of Choko, located in southwestern part of Accra. The community is infamous for its mark-covered coast. Heaps of refuse border the coastline, completely fused with the sand, spilling over onto the surface of murky water that abuses the sight and smell of the bypasser. Pigs, cats, dogs snuggle in the filth while people go about their daily business in the presence of this growing menace, completely accustomed to its sight and stench. Residents agree that they cannot continue to live in filth, but do not know how to bring every resident on board the vision to make their community clean.
Many me push and bola I'm babu na fa na ba me share wo tefi ote wo mami me kame ame wo bola me fon awo fa asam bi egbepu e fa na bola to mo 6 ama bi konika ba chi asu esan na yo shika ke yi no ake ya ami MPP very seriously dey afon akufo do face slow to the side and mo fe no choose mo man sani eteshini beni rolling still yana ale na
freedom of everything mo fe no small.
Mrs. Anita Bill is a fishmonger in Choko. She explains that although some residents do their best to clean their environment and avoid indiscriminate pollution, many more residents litter with impunity because there is no consequence to littering. Some residents have a solution. They want the government to arrest polluters to serve as a deterrent to the larger population. But there is another problem here. Waste containers are not emptied as often as they should, so filth always overflows. Just along the Chamwena are these waste containers, but residents say they are not permitted to dump rubbish into them.
I'm founded by the government. She called back a J or no me. She make my nominee. I like I make a back half year. I won't bend to Kubium. They can bend to Kubium. About welcome, about winning back Kenya, back Kenya. She caught the BNF owner come put a back machine. I can machine. Kaka come machine. Like oh, Chibola show pay 50% or happy.
Power. I guess sanitation won't be. Must force a community. Mo fia mo your community a one as a community mo fia mo ni ofio nuke bola ehia oba bo hia no oba force ke ofie aba invite bo ke assembly kuna sama buka ke we court
o ka ma fine bu ke afi me enyo meten ambakpa.
The absence of waste containers spells out liberty to residents who dump refuse wherever they please. The resulting filth has become characteristic of their home, and so they go about their duties in total oblivion of the ticking time bomb they are sitting on. So can governments lead and ensure Accra becomes the cleanest city in Africa by at least 2024? Or will some stubborn residents be left to pollute without any repercussions?
The sanitation minister, I will rate her, let's say, 5 out of the 10, because for her, it's like she's been forced to carry a drum of hot water that nobody is willing to help lift and put on the ground.
Will Accra ever be free of the suffocating grasp of filth? Join Tracker.